tags are inappropriate for this stream.
I don't even think we're live yet.
It says we are. What's up, everybody? It's Maplebrooke here again.
I will pause that because you have a lot of stuff up that I probably shouldn't see.
No, that's just your character sheets. I keep those open so I can reference them. I have my notes on a different screen.
How do I change to mod view?
I don't know. Anyway, hey, it's us. We're here for Maplebrooke. I'm Super Ninja 5506, the Dungeon Master / Keeper. I'm in charge.
Which one is it?
Both.
Mod view cannot change the name of the game.
Alright, well. You're logged into Swissy. I guess I'll do it while everybody else introduces themselves.
I am, yeah. Otherwise you'll get a text. Hi, I am Swissy. I am playing West Wordsworth, who's a magic boy. He got dropped into the world of monsters and doesn't know much. But here we are.
I still don't see the stream.
It's up.
It's live. I can see it.
I don't believe you. I don't see the stream. But
Oh,
I can't see it. I'm the only person
I
that care
unmuted
about.
it, thus duplicating Josh's voice.
Amazing.
Cool.
Josh, now in stereo.
Jerry-O.
Josh. How bad. Would anybody else like to introduce themselves?
I feel like we have 2 people left that need to
Go ahead,
introduce
Josh.
themselves.
My God,
That's
I
me?
hate you both.
No, Boke. I insist. After you.
Fine.
You're buying me much
I'm-
more time than I need.
You're welcome. Happy birthday.
It's
It's my
Swissy's
birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Swissy.
I know. I know when your birthday is.
Happy being older. Welcome.
Sucks. Sucks
Don't.
here. I want to go back.
Unfortunately,
Anyway.
we can't. Not anymore.
Anyway, Josh is not going back. I'm Voco. I'm playing Adva Lusitania. Listen, I got home from work a little bit ago. I'm
There's
still
a tag called Good Characters. Oh, sorry. Okay. It's for streams that feature player characters that are morally good. I understand. It's like Good Characters is a little
I feel like some of us are there.
like, I don't know. It just
Good
feels like a weird.
characters.
Our characters are fucking top notch.
They are.
Hell yeah.
Seems a little presumptuous.
Best is he's been with me through everything.
Yeah, you don't know how to
Anyway.
make a new one.
Anyway, yeah.
I don't.
It's true.
Right.
Whoever was going, sorry. I just I found
was
that
me.
very funny.
I thought you were mocking me because I flubbed on pronouncing my own last name.
I was.
Well, you suck.
Well,
Anyway, I'm playing Adva Lusitania, the Divine. Who knows why she's divine? I sure don't. But I get to do all the cool things. Today I found out I have a flaming sword, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this information.
cool.
It's weird, okay,
And
because
then-
I'm looking at your gear, right, and it just has flaming sword ticked as a thing, but then under divine weapon is also flaming sword. So
Weird.
like, I wonder if it's just a glitch or something.
I'm hoping so. Well, not hoping, but assuming so.
Boko's had 2 flaming swords this whole time.
My God.
Behold,
Wow.
I'm
Who else are
even
we playing
cooler.
with?
I don't know. Could be anybody.
Could even be American Josh.
Hi, I'm American Josh. My special talent is being Connor, who is a guy who is also a vampire.
Vampire.
And
Sometimes.
he rushes headlong into things, apparently, is what we've learned about him.
What we all together have learned.
Yeah.
So, last week, what happened, or 2 weeks ago, I suppose, what happened on this adventure was, you discovered how the creature looks when, during your rehearsal, you discovered that it had poisoned a sandwich intended for Katrina, that she then did not eat because Tara stole it and got poisoned. Things were real dicey there for a second, but West managed to get her to vom all over him, so that she did not die of poison. But she has been hospitalized. And then, shut the fuck up, Ezzy, I fixed it already. Then you guys went back to base to regroup and kind of like find out some information. I believe during the encounter, Adva actually like spotted the thing, so it gave you
Yep,
kind of a
I
visual
saw it.
clue to go
It's
off
like,
of.
hey, that's a bad thing.
You have discovered that it is an imp, or at least that's what the books that you found have called it. So yeah, you did that. You went back. There was a card with a phone number on it for Blackwater. You left them a message that you don't know whether or not they will respond to. You suspect not. And at school the next day, the Stacys seemed really worried about Tara being in the hospital, but you guys went back to rehearsal that day. As soon as you got there, you saw a bunch of the extras and the stage crew and stuff were trying to like leave, and Bernard was yelling at them. You kind of like stepped into the theater to see what was going on. All the people that were leaving walked past you, and right as they did that, you heard some creaking from above, and a giant crossbeam is beginning to fall on them, and we're picking up right there. Would any of you like to do something about that?
I rush headlong without hedging my bets.
Okay. What are you doing?
All right. I'm gonna need visuals here. How big of a beam is it?
Pretty
I think
big.
you figure that out before you rush.
No.
No.
All right.
I mean, if
No,
any.
I'm saying the metagamer, the person controlling his actions, need to see what Connor could see.
Okay, so you're the ramp. You're on the like ramp that leads down to the theater. It's a gentle decline from the top of the room towards the like bottom of the room where the stage is. At the very top of this, there's about half a dozen people just straight walking out of the building. There is a what's a good length for this crossbeam? Let's say like 20. Is that good? I don't know. I don't know how long crossbeams are.
That sounds about right.
That's how long it is.
There's a 20-foot massive pillar of wood that appears to have been, as far as you can tell, cleanly sliced at both ends, such that it is collapsing onto these 6 people, who don't seem to have noticed it.
Is it currently above them?
Yes, it is currently falling. It is currently falling.
Well, obviously I'm just gonna have to yeet in there and start tackling people out of the way.
All right. So your goal here is to tackle some fools.
I'm just gonna like hurdle myself using just a touch of Irish vampire strength and preternatural speed.
Okay.
Just enough to get there fast. To like just sort of shove as many people out of the way as possible.
All right. Why don't you?
Because I have faith in my teammate to do the rest.
Why don't you act under pressure?
Oh boy.
So we're gonna have a couple things happen simultaneously. Let's do this first.
Now,
what do the other 2 people want to do first?
Now, Steven.
Because this is all you have like seconds. So I'm gonna say we'll figure out what everyone wants to do and then determine the order from there.
Now, Steven, do I get my hold too?
I think you would. I think you would because you did not do what I assume somebody else is going to do in attempts to read a bad situation.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, so
I'm going
you
to
would get your things.
I'm going to hold 2. I'm going to spend one of them to take a +2 on this act under pressure roll.
Okay. Yeah, you did it. You didn't even need. I don't think you needed the +2.
I did not because we now know that we can't do the advanced
thing. You can't super
thing.
succeed. So yeah, you do what you set out to do. So, before the 2 of you can react, or right as you're about to do what you're about to do, Connor fucking bull rushes up the incline and tackles 2 people to the ground out of the way of the beam. So there's still roughly 4 people in danger. As these 2 people both go ugh, as you tackle them at vampire speed with vampire strength. They make the Minecraft noise. They make the Minecraft noise, but they are at least safe from that. So what are the 2 of you doing as, again, this is all happening relatively simultaneously?
I am going to try and do that little bit of levitation magic and try to stop the beam, or slow the beam's descent.
Now, you don't know if this will work.
I do not.
All right.
Can I whip out my wand and,
I don't...
I
whip
whip
it
my
out.
wand and everybody?
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, man.
Gotta save lives.
All right, so I guess roll
What-
plus
what do I
weird
do?
for use magic. I guess let me see.
Okay.
What are the things here? Trap a specific person, bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature. I mean, do one thing beyond human limitations, I guess. Summon a monster, communicate with something you do not share language, observe another place. Yeah, none of those are particularly helpful. So yeah, I guess just roll plus weird, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Amazing.
So on a 12 plus, on a 10, sorry, no, that's for advanced. On a 10
Alright,
plus,
I'll
the
read
magic
this
the magic
information.
works without issues. Choose your effect. So I'm assuming your effect
By the
is.
way, if you
We
By
should
the
tell
way, if you-
Boko about the thing
Oh, I did.
where we.
I told
Oh,
her
okay,
before I told you.
By the
Ah,
way,
I
if you
see.
want some information about wood, an average crossbeam of that length would be about 60 pounds.
Oh,
Just
That's
Ah.
not very heavy.
that's much lighter
not
than I
at all.
thought it was. No, this is some.
if
This,
unless
is-
it's like a thick one,
this is a thick one. Yeah, it's real thick
then
wood.
it's about 400 pounds.
Yeah, yeah,
Hang on a second.
yeah.
That doesn't sound
No,
like a
no,
natural
I'm serious.
Swissy probably knows about.
It's a little thick. It's 400 pounds then.
No, I'm serious. There's like average
Okay.
thickness is like 1 3/4 inches, and that's the 60-pound one. And then otherwise it's like 5 inches thick,
Well, this
and then
is a-
it's like 400 pounds.
Yeah, this is like a crossbeam though. It's
Like a
it's
he-
not gonna be an inch.
Yeah, no, it's one
I
of
know-
the
I
it's
know
one of
what
the
we're
big
thinking
boys.
of.
So I guess your magic works without issues. So choose your effect. Yeah.
Let me
So
look that
you quickly whip out your wand, from your shoe or wherever you keep it. I don't know, where do you keep your
up.
wand?
In my sleeve.
You keep
In my sleeve.
you flick your wand out of your sleeve like fucking
Like Hidden Blade
Altair.
style.
Yeah, like Altair,
Yeah.
and point it at this crossbeam. And I imagine mentally think to yourself, "Boy, I hope this works." And
Boy, I hope this works.
and you point the thing at the beam and it slows to you want it to stop it, yes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, the beam stops in midair. Adva, what would you like to do?
Okay, so how many people are left?
There are like
How many?
there are 4 or 5 people like under beam length. Although West is now levitating a 400-pound beam above their heads, so that's a situation you may have to resolve at some point. Also,
I mean, as long as they don't turn around while it's still floating, we'll be fine. So
I mean, I
guess
guess you don't know for sure if these people have noticed it yet. But they definitely noticed Connor will fucking tackle 2 people in front of them.
well, I mean, he is still moving on his way at this point because this is all simultaneously.
Yeah, like they're definitely going to notice that. So what's your plan?
I'm going to mimic Connor and go and try to get the rest out of the way.
All
Lucky
right.
you have some time.
Yeah. So you don't have super speed, but I guess this would be another act under pressure roll.
Yeah, that's tough or sharp.
Nope.
Or-
It's not tough.
It's cool. It's
The
cool.
only I think the only thing that uses tough is kick some ass, and unless you're gonna kick this
Hmm.
beam's ass. 7.
That's a mixed success.
Yep. So the Kiefer's gonna give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. So I'll say you can. I'll say you can either try to warn them. How might I think about this?
Mm-hmm.
Hard choice, worse outcome, or price to pay. Yeah, I think the worst outcome is that as you come running at them to try to like tackle 2 more people, one of the girls that's wearing like the black stage crew outfit like turns around and looks back at you and also sees West, who seems to be pointing a stick in their direction, and confused by that, she glances upwards and gasps.
She's getting tackled and knocked out, hopefully.
Okay.
'Cause we got Nigel on the way, right?
Oh yeah,
Nigel supposed to
Nigel's
be
here. So
Good.
do you need him to
what's
do
Nigel
something?
doing?
Yeah, no, Nigel, I think, also having realized this, because he was basically walking up, like, right behind you guys, goes like, quick, everybody get outside! So, that's what he's doing, and several of the people, like, turn around. I think Nigel was still waiting in the lobby for you guys to, like, introduce him, so he's trying to, like, rush people out of the building from that end. Basically, this beam was collapsing right over the door.
Me holding the beam for this extended period of time.
I mean, you rolled a complete success, so I think you're just doing it. However, I don't think you could do another thing probably until you settle
Well,
this.
yeah, I'm just kind of stuck here
until you deal with this problem. There are also several. So yeah, at this point, at least one person has noticed you, Adva. I guess you're trying to fucking knock a girl out as you tackle them to the ground.
I mean, this is a calculated tackle. She's
Okay.
one of the ones that is being tackled. Hopefully, she'll bonk.
Okay. I mean, on your worst outcome, I think, is you manage to tackle 2 people, and that's one of them. But she's not like out, unless you want to do something.
I mean, I can't just punch her.
You can.
You can.
But
it would be troubling.
I have the attention of other people. I'm not gonna punch her. I will let Nigel deal with her.
Okay. Anybody else gonna do anything? West is still solving this.
So
How
where
many
are we in
people
the
are out of
time?
the way?
I heard this is all happening simultaneously. So
Okay,
where
so-
are we in the timeline?
So I'll say the order was this: West and Connor and Adva. You all noticed this at the same time. Connor and Adva started running as West whips out his magic wand. I think he catches the beam midair, like right as Connor tackles 2 people, and Adva gets there just like a second or two too late to stop that one girl from noticing. So there's still 3 people beneath the beam that West is currently levitating. They're all looking at you and Adva as you have tackled these fools.
Can I
And
Drop the beam behind
Nigel
them.
is with you. Basically, you've tackled them through the door to the lobby where it's safer, at least, than underneath a giant 400-pound beam. So yeah, everybody except these other 3 people are in the lobby. West, you've actually got. I think Bernard was trying to follow these people out to try to reason with them. So he's in front of you. He hasn't seen you. You didn't have eyes on... None of you have seen the stage crew director or Stephanie, who was the co-director. So you don't know where either of them are in this building. But basically everybody that's in this building is in front, between West and Connor and Adva.
Cool. Can I try to move the beam laterally and try to set it down beside some fools instead of on top of them?
Gently?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You
You want to just drop it behind them?
Yeah, I want to drop it full force so it looks like it fell, and I didn't just set it gently down with my magic powers that I shouldn't have as a human.
Right. As a human man, you shouldn't have magic powers. That's true.
I do want to let it drop, but I don't want it to drop on them, so I want to move it and drop it.
I'm going to have you... Because you're already doing the magic, so I guess act under pressure is probably the most germane.
Cool. Roll sharp instead of cool when I act under pressure. Hell yeah.
Neat. All
Hey!
hell yeah.
You do it. So yeah, you move this beam out of the way and let it drop full force, and it collapses right behind these other 4 people in front of Bernard, who goes, "Holy
I put my
shit!"
wand away.
And you quickly slip your wand into your sleeve as if nothing has happened, and whistle casually, as all of the people hear that crash. They all turn around and see this gigantic 400-pound beam on the theater floor. And this convinces them more than anything that they all turn back to Bernard, and one of them is like, this is exactly what we were talking about. We cannot be here. Let's all get going, guys. And the 4 people collectively that you all have tackled kind of turn to you guys in shock after realizing what has just happened, and are like, thanks. And the girl specifically...
I begin passing out Delta Dragon business cards.
Come on!
Adva specifically...
Tell me how many I pass out, because I am keeping a tally.
Well, I think I said there were 7 people leaving.
All right, so I'm down to 472.
Cool. Do you carry... How many business cards do you
Yes.
carry on your person at any given time? Because it's not 500.
16.
Okay. It's not 500, I can tell you that.
You can carry 500 business cards easy.
Yeah, it's
Not
just a
not
little box.
unobtrusively. Yeah, so Adva
I have them stuck in my cargo pants pockets.
Gotcha.
Not enough to take up the full cargo pant. Just enough to
Just
have
enough to
them
be
there.
dangerous.
Yeah.
So the Connor starts handing out business cards. Adva, the girl that you tackled, kind of like glances back into the theater in West's direction and says like, "Yeah, thanks," and turns to walk away. As do the rest of the people.
I'm going to use this. I'm going to make a note of what she looks like.
Okay.
And good
I
details.
will come up with an NPC later.
Because I'm going to relay this information to Nigel because we can't have this getting out.
Makes sense.
Wait. Oh no. No, don't worry about it. Doesn't make sense.
Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna type "girl who saw stuff" into my notes on my NPC document, and we'll get to that later. All right. So yeah, all 7 of them leave as Bernard continues to angrily he chases them out the door and stands in the doorway of the theater yelling at them all to come back in, leaving the 4 of you and also Katrina, who's come from somewhere. You guess she was probably just in the theater someplace. They all you all are in the theater now, just kind of having Bernard angrily yell in the background for a minute.
Radical.
So yeah, I don't know if there's anything you want to do for the moment.
Take a seat because oof.
Yeah, you feel a little bit drained. This is definitely more magic oomph than you've ever given anything up to this point. And
yeah, it was very spur of the moment.
You're frankly shocked at work, but grateful that nobody got injured or dead. As you take a seat and the rest of you start to kind of consider what has just happened, Bernard stomps back into your part of the lobby and is like, "Well, the show must go on. So even if we are down several members, I think if we have some people do multiple parts, we should still be okay. So everybody get back to rehearsal. Yeah."
Hey, Bernard? Bernard?
Yes.
There's a beam in the middle of the theater. Do we want to do something about that? Or
I mean,
we're just going to let that be?
I do not...
Is that just extra seating to you, or is it just not a problem?
I mean, I do not own the theater. I can have my assistant, Stephanie, call the landlord and have that inspected. But it is not near the stage, so we are fine.
So you want us to... Okay.
In fact, Wes, I would like to speak to you in private about your character work. I think you've been making great strides, but we should go over some things one-on-one, yes?
Sure.
And Kyle, comes out of the bathroom. There's bathrooms in the lobby. Kyle walks out, whistling and goes "Oh God, what happened? Where'd everyone go?"
They all quit and a beam fell.
Oh. That's... okay. Wow.
Seems like some shoddy construction. I'd like
Yeah.
to point out Connor has moved to be lounging on the beam.
I see. Yeah, so
Drinking a Jorts Moon.
So Bernard, unless you do something about this, I suppose, Wes, Bernard starts leading you away to walk and talk with him, basically. And we can get to that in a second.
Yeah.
As Kyle comes up to you, Connor, sitting on the beam, and is like, "Hey, I need to talk to you real quick too. Do you mind?" And he kind of motions you back to the lobby, aware Bernard is going towards the stage, so he kind of wants to motion you away from him. And Adva, you see Stephanie come out from around a corner. She was in the ticket office messing with some stuff. And she's like, "Hey, Adva, can you help me with something really quick?"
Oh boy.
I see us getting split up, and I grow concerned.
That is one of the DM moves. Split them up. I'm like, sure. Because
Okay.
I don't... Me, as the person, I know this is bad. Me, as the character,
Just
doesn't know.
yeah, this is fine, probably. Okay,
Yeah,
so we'll start with the Kyle and Connor thing. So Kyle leads you back to the opposite side of the lobby and makes sure that the you're out of earshot of Bernard. Basically, he's like, "Connor, you seem like a reasonable guy."
Oh, I thank you. I strive for that.
You need to help me cancel this production. I don't know what's going on around here, but people are clearly in danger and getting hurt, and I don't know if it's just bad luck or if this building is like haunted, but this is clearly a danger, and Bernard doesn't seem to see it.
Yeah, he is kind of being willfully ignorant of the fact that things just keep going wrong.
He's completely unreasonable, and I can't convince him to stop the show. So what I've been doing is I've been trying to convince the rest of the cast and crew. That's why the people that left today, I talked to them and they agreed with me. So if we can get the rest of the cast out of here, Bernard will have no choice but to cancel the show.
Okay, that makes sense. Do you have should I just go around telling people to leave? Do you have a plan?
Not much of one. That's basically what I've been doing, but Bernard cannot know that it is that like we're convincing them, or I don't know how he'll react at this point. He seems to, and you guys noticed, I think I forgot to mention this last week, but that uncomfortable feeling that you've all been feeling is present again.
You did mention that last week.
Yeah.
Or last time.
Adva banished it temporarily, but it has returned.
I see.
So that feeling is persisting, and that, based on how you remember the imp's aura working, you assume that Bernard's probably been in here a long time, and that's probably affected him for a great deal. Mm-hmm. So he's completely not reasonable at this point. You can surmise that. So is basically what Kyle has asked you to do is to help him convince the rest of the cast and crew to leave, but quietly.
All right. Mission accepted.
Thank you,
Does
Connor.
Kyle have a Delta Dragon's business card?
I don't remember I don't think you gave him one. I don't remember.
I reach into my cargo pant and pull out a crisp Delta Dragon's playing card. No, sorry, business card.
And he's
We're
like,
not there
I hand
yet.
it.
yeah, it's not at that level of
Kyle.
branding. Kyle reads it and like, what is this like? What?
I shoot him some finger guns, take a sip out of my Jordan spoon, and sort of stroll off.
Okay. As that is happening, Stephanie takes you to one of the like there's some like side rooms in the theater where people can do like rehearsals and stuff without being, obnoxious to everybody else trying to do stuff on the main stage. So Stephanie pulls you into one of those rooms. And yeah, she closes the door behind the two of you. And she locks it.
I knew it.
And she says, "Well, Miss Adva, you've been away for some time. We've spent a long time looking for you, you know."
I was here like 3 days ago.
"Oh, no, not the theater. I'm talking about the menagerie, Adva." And she brushes some hair behind one of her ears and reveals, again, she's wearing the same triangle earrings that you are.
The camera does a zoom in.
And she's like, "I don't think... It's time to come back home, Adva. I know you've been away for a while, but we all miss you very much."
I don't miss me.
"There's no need to sell yourself short, Adva."
That was deep.
That was... You're very important to the menagerie. And to Father, you know this. And she's getting a little bit agitated. That...
Their feelings aren't reciprocating.
Alright. Are you doing anything other than talking?
I am talking, but I'm thinking about using angel wings.
Alright, would you like to read a bad situation of some kind?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Alright,
That's
roll
sharp?
plus sharp.
I'm bad at that.
Well... Oh, no.
Hey, that's an experience.
Cool, that's also a hard move. So,
It is a hard move.
So, she, as soon as it seems like you're not interested, she pulls out a dagger, and you see some sort of liquid dripping off of it, and she, before you can react to it, rushes you and catches you in the arm with it a little bit. It's not an especially deep wound, but as soon as it hits you, you can feel yourself going like numb and getting kind of faint.
Okay. Can I mean, it's not a roll to just invoke angel wings. Can I just teleport away?
Instantly go anywhere you've been before or a person you know well.
Can I go to Nigel?
In the lobby?
That's...
I guess. No, if that's your first instinct, I think you should roll with it.
Yeah.
This is a high pressure situation, so yeah, you just want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, because you are like fading fast, I will have you act under pressure to see if you can do this.
Pressure, which is
that's plus push
again.
Cool.
Hey.
All right, yeah. Before you like pass out, she's like leaning forward to catch you, and before you pass out, you think to yourself, I've got to get out of here. And the first person you think of is Nigel, which is the closest thing to like an adult that the three of you know. So
we're all adults.
Yeah, a triangle appears above you, and then I don't remember if I've said these start from the ground or from above. I think they start on the ground and rises up and consumes you before she can catch you. But before you finish teleporting, you are unconscious.
Out.
Also take 1 harm.
Oh.
For being attacked with a knife.
Okay. Fair.
So yeah, that has happened. At the same time, Bernard is walking you around the theater, and he's like, "So West, I know you have been with us a short amount of time, but
a few days.
Yes, and I've seen great improvements. But I have a sort of question of opinion for you. What do you think is the most important rule in theater?"
Let me guess. The show must go on.
He like smiles and snaps and goes,
finger guns at you.
Exactly. And he's walking towards the other doors of the theater, not the ones you just came in, but the ones on the opposite side. The theater has 2 entrances, essentially. And he's sort of leading you that way, and you see him pull a key out of his pocket. It's like, obviously, yes, the show must go on. If you are up there on the stage on opening night, and you forget a line, or something bad happens, somebody trips or something, you improvise, but you make sure the show does not stop. The audience cannot know that something has gone wrong. It is all about being cool. And as he does this, as he says this, he puts the key in the key slot in the door and locks it, and begins walking back towards the other set of doors. What do you do, if anything?
A bad situation.
Sure, roll plus sharp.
I don't like being locked in places. What do I roll for that?
Plus sharp.
Sharp.
We're back to my sheet. Sharp.
That's a 10.
Hey!
On a 10 plus, hold 3. So you can ask these questions. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims? And if you act on any of these answers, you get a +1 ongoing while the information is relevant. Remember that.
Okay, so I get 3.
Yep, that's a lot.
Okay,
frankly.
Are there any dangers I haven't noticed?
That's just the basic. What's the advanced thing for?
The advanced is you can ask the keeper any question you want about the situation, not just the listed ones.
Yeah.
So you're doing. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yeah.
As you're kind of like, you are, kind of keyed into like he's going to try to like lock everybody in for this rehearsal. You hear some light, like kind of faint, you almost don't notice them, snapping noises from up somewhere in the rafters. And you look up trying to find out like what's causing that, and you don't see anything big falling, but you hear another one, and then another one. And you notice one of the lights up on the ceiling like flickering. And then you hear another snapping noise and the light goes out.
Ah, shit.
So you don't...
Alright. 2 more questions.
Yep.
What's my best way out?
The other door before he locks it, probably. If you wanted to do something about that, you could either like knock him down or take his key. But like getting everybody out of here before he locks the doors with whatever snapping based electrical situation is going on would probably be the best way out.
Yeah, and then wow. Okay. What's the biggest threat? I guess would be the.
Yeah, the biggest threat to you specifically is definitely like as you're like glancing about in the rafters still, you do see like a shadow for a second, and you know that the imp is up there someplace, and regardless of whatever like other thing it's doing, like that's still the biggest threat is that this monster is in here, and if it decides to get direct with you, you don't really know what it's kind of like. You don't know what it can do to you, but you do know that if you're not in this room, it doesn't seem to have much sway outside of here.
I see.
So,
I'm gonna try. Is Bernard's back to me?
yes, I thought you said Menards for a second. I'm like, what? Who?
Shut up.
No, yeah, Bernard's back.
So-
to
Go
you.
to
Yeah,
Menards. I hide in the door.
he's basically been like walking you around like in front of you as you like follow him. So
So I want to use magic to bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature. That specific person being Bernard from the door.
you
Like,
want to
he
make
just can't get near that shit.
you want to make it so you just can't approach the door.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh ho!
that makes sense to me. Yeah,
I can't approach.
roll plus weird.
I'm like subtly
And you
palming
get roll
the,
plus weird, and you get
wand
a
is what I'm
you get a +1 on this because the information is relevant.
So 1 forward.
You get a +1 on this roll, whatever it is.
Ugh.
So that'd be a 9, or was that
Yeah.
was that with the +1?
I did the forward. So
Okay, so it's plus.
It's 8.
It's an 8. Gotcha. So it works imperfectly. Choose your effect and a glitch. Your effect is bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature. You're stopping Bernard from being able to approach the door. Glitches. The effect is weakened. The effect is of short duration. You will take 1 harm, ignore armor. The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention, or it has a problematic side effect.
I'll take harm considering I just held a beam for a little while, so I'll say maybe I'm like
Yeah, you
not
you
good
do
on
this.
using magic right now.
You like subtly point your wand at this door, and you wince as you feel like some sort of energy draining out of you as you cast this spell. So yeah, you do take 1 harm, and as Bernard
I feel like
approaches,
that's the most subtle one.
yeah, and Bernard does go like the show must go bonk, and he runs face first into some sort of invisible barrier. He's like, what the fuck? And he starts like jamming his hand forward with the key towards the door, but it's just not approaching it. And it is, we'll get back to that in a second. It is at about this time that you, Connor, were you still in the lobby? You were like walking away from
Yeah, I was like
Kyle.
heading out I was strolling away from Kyle.
Yeah, so Kyle is sort of like going through something on his phone, and you start walking towards Nigel, who's just kind of like hanging out in the lobby. Like, were you guys like, did y'all need me for something? And like as he says that, you see a triangle of light appear on the ground, and Adva, unconscious, just appears in front of Nigel.
Oh shit! I
And
say aloud.
her sleeve is like it's dark. Like one of her sleeves is darker, as if it
Darker
has been,
red than normal.
yeah, it looks as if it has been bled into, perhaps, and also cut with a knife.
Well, I don't have time to think about this. I tear the sleeve open to look at the wound.
Yeah.
No, my jacket.
Oh, hey, Josh.
Guess it's sleeveless now.
Yep.
Let's see. Connor,
Bard.
scrolling down. Make an act under pressure roll for me.
Oh.
This hasn't
Fuck.
this hasn't come up yet, but I just thought about this.
Uh-oh.
Spaghetti-o. Oh, that's partial success.
Worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. So as you open up her sleeve to inspect this wound, you feel extremely hungry.
Yep.
So I'm going to say the worst outcome is that you're going to take a -1 forward until you can get yourself away from her. I'm going to say, because this is more immediate than like this is the sort of hunger that like a Jort's Moon kind of keeps you at like at a like, yeah, I mean, like I could go for something right now, but this is bad. So as long as you are around Adva for the moment being, you are going to be distracted. So you're going to take -1 forward on all your rolls. But
Makes sense.
But you do not drink her blood. So so that is
I feel like my blood would probably burn you.
So this is the better outcome, or the worse outcome, I suppose. The worse outcome would be, you're fine.
Here.
You're fine. So yeah, you do this, and Nigel goes like, "Oh shit!" and kind of like he's like, "Take care of this," and he walks over towards Kyle to like ask him a question. I was like, "Hey, my friends here just told me that you're looking for some new stage crew. Is there anything I could do to help out?" And what he's doing is distracting Kyle.
Trying to get him out of the room, probably.
All right,
distracting Kyle so he doesn't notice that a girl just appeared in the lobby bleeding.
I pick up Adva.
Okay, where are you going?
Not here.
Outside?
Vampire hospital.
We need to go. We did not be here. I will text West on the way.
All right, so
I jog outside, I guess. Are the EMTs still here?
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
That's just shit.
Yeah, so no, as you walk outside, actually, you notice something, which is two people walking your direction. One of them wearing a white hoodie, and one of them wearing a black motorcycle helmet.
Oh shit!
Like as soon as you get outside, they were walking like they were kind of like they're walking on the opposite side of the street, but it's like they're like looking at the building as you walk past.
Is the person wearing the motorcycle helmet Blackwater? I mean, I know what they mostly look like, right?
Yeah, it appears to be.
But I took her helmet. Did she have a spare?
I guess.
It's just a motorcycle helmet.
Yeah. I mean...
They sell them at motorcycle stores.
Yeah.
Damn.
Man, these two people see you as you come out of the building, and then they see Adva in your arms, and they go like, and they kind of like glance at each other, and start running towards you. What do you do?
I'll jog up to them.
All right. They use a legal crosswalk to cross the street. It's not a busy road.
Good.
It's not a busy road, but yeah. They meet you on the sidewalk, and the guy says like, "What happened? Is she okay?"
Hi, great. Who are you? I know who Blackwater is. You know what? Not important. She got sliced, dude. She got diced.
Oh shit! I think he turns to the guy turns to Blackwater and goes like, "I think they're onto her." And Blackwater nods and goes, "I need you to come with me. We need to take her someplace safe for the time being."
Yeah, sure, dude.
Great. The number one thing is make sure that girl inside the theater doesn't follow us.
Which one?
The one with the triangle earrings. The blonde one.
Connor begins searching his memory for blonde people.
Yeah, it's the girl that Adva was talking to. She's like the assistant stage director. She's the sorry.
No, I generally just think I generally just picture. I remembered you were talking about Stacy, or whatever.
Stephanie.
Stephanie?
Stacy's are different entirely.
Oh, right.
Stacy's are their own being. So it is at approximately this time, Wes, that you see you hear one of the doors open from like down one of the rows from off to the side, and you see Stephanie step out of the door agitated and walking towards where Bernard is. And Bernard, hearing this door kind of like slam open, was like, "Ah, Stephanie, hey, could you tell me what the fuck is going on here? I cannot close the door. I cannot get close to the door."
I did borrow it to a specific person, so anybody else can just pass right through if they want.
Yep, including you.
Indeed.
So yeah, this happens. What do you do? I think your phone also buzzes at this point, because I think Connor said, like, as he was walking out, he sends you a text.
I'll check my phone and see what he wrote.
Connor, what did you write?
Adva got stabbed.
I kind of glance from the phone over to Stephanie. Do I notice the earrings?
I
can only assume
think,
'cause she's through
I
the
think
door
yes.
open.
She's, yeah. I mean, I think yes, because she's not like she has not like made an effort to hide them at any point.
So upon noticing the earrings, I put 2 and 2 together, and I'm like, oh shit.
She stole her earrings.
You just
Stabbed her and took her earrings. I can't believe she got mugged. Fuck. There's so many problems being dealt with right now.
uh-huh.
And not everybody's out of the theater either, and Bernard is wanting to lock this shit up.
Yep.
Hey Bernard, I quit. Bye. I leave.
Okay, as you start running out of the building and Stephanie starts also kind of like running towards you, ignoring Bernard, all of the lights in the theater turn off with a loud zapping noise, like right as you reach the doorway. Let's see. As soon as I guess it's a. Nah, you noticed this. I won't make you take the minus that I had written into here because you saw this stuff happening. Yeah, there's sparks flying from all over the rafters, and you see like several live wires begin to hang down, flashing all over the room. And the that sense of like dread that you've been getting is getting worse. As far as you know, the only 2 people still in the theater were Stephanie and Bernard. Katrina, I think, just like went home for the day basically as soon as that stuff started happening. So
Kyle
she's not
and
here.
Nigel were in the lobby.
Yep. Kyle and Nigel are still in the lobby, in fact.
Well, so I assume that happened before I made it to the door.
Yeah, it's like right as you like try to brush past Bernard, the lights go out and you hear the electrical wires start to snap and crackle and pop.
Like Rice Krispies.
Like deadly Rice Krispies.
Can I do a thing beyond human limitations and try to like
Can I
enchant
magic
my
again?
glasses? Enchant my glasses so that I can see better in the darkness.
I think enchant an object is part of this. Let me check. Enchant. It says enchant a weapon technically.
I see.
Change the
Weaponize
spirit,
your
summon a
glass.
monster, communicate with something you do not share. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess you can try it.
I mean, it could also just be my eyeballs, I guess, if we just want it to be beyond human limitations.
Yeah, you suddenly gain the ability to see in the dark forever. I will say that you definitely don't have enough knowledge to keep up 2 magical effects at the same time, so Bernard will no longer be barred to this doorway if you try to do this.
Well, I assume his
And
goal
also-
is not going to be to lock it right now.
And also, you would have to whip out a magic wand in front of these 2 people.
In the
But
dark.
It's dark, isn't it?
There's still light from the lobby. Like the windows at the front of the theater or the like doorway and the windows are glass. So there's some light.
I see.
There's some light, but you're like in front of them, so you could try to do it.
Okay.
You're basically
if there's still
silhouetted
some-
against the door.
I thought it was completely dark. So
It's dark inside the theater. It would have been completely dark if he'd locked you in there.
I see.
But you managed to avert that crisis.
Oh, so the door's open?
Yep. You didn't lock it.
Nigel!
What?
Nigel!
What?
Bad things.
Oh
Going
shit.
down.
Oh shit. And he runs over from where Kyle is, and Kyle kind of like stumbles to his feet, grabbing his cane and like kind of trying to shuffle over to all of you. So yeah, that's all you're doing is just calling for Nigel.
Gonna call for Nigel, and then what would I do to try and see where this thing is? Would that be read a bad situation again, or?
I think you've already done that. You've.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is this bad situation a new bad situation, or is it the same bad situation?
It's the same
from
bad
earlier?
situation.
It feels like a worse situation, if anything.
It feels like the same bad situation, and at this point, Stephanie is like right up behind you. She's trying to like push past you to get out.
Too much going on. Too much going on.
Yep.
Blah blah. I'm going to shove Stephanie away from the door.
Okay.
She cannot get out of it. I am the doorkeeper. Yes, I realize it's more dangerous in here than out there, but you are also a danger. I don't say this out loud,
Right.
but I
Okay.
can assume.
All right. So I guess you're going to. I mean, I guess this is kick some ass.
Try to shove her away from the door. Is that tough?
Yeah. I mean, are you trying to harm her to keep her away from the door, or are you just trying to
No, I'm just
are you trying to
like,
body block the
bar
door?
her from. I'm trying to block the door
All right. I will
as
say
best I
body.
can.
I
I'm
will
unaware she has a dagger, so
that's fair. I think. I think this could count as protect someone because you know that Adva has been hurt and you suspect that
Right.
this is the person that has hurt her. So I will say it is still plus tough, but you're going to roll protect someone.
okay. So still tough though.
Yep.
Ouch.
Nope. She like as you try to step into her way and like you manage to block her and she just fucking gut punches you. Much harder than you would have expected her to be able to do. This, of course, causes your focus to waver, so the door is no longer barred to Bernard. He just kind of like stumbles forward through the door as Stephanie goes running out the door, and you take 1 harm.
Fuck. Can I like try to shoot Connor a text through the pane and be like, she's out?
I don't think you need to. As you get out your phone, she like walks out the door, and this is about the point where
Wait,
Connor. Yeah.
Wes knocked her out?
No.
Oh,
She's
she left
outside.
She
okay.
left the build. She's like leaving the building currently.
Okay, so
As
text
you
is unnecessary.
guys are like,
About out.
I think that you and unconscious Adva and Blackwater and this mystery cloaked man or hoodie
Does
man.
Nigel not see this?
No, they've made it out the door like a couple buildings away.
Oh, okay.
So like you definitely like she's like don't let her follow you, and then you turn around to look back towards the theater and see her walking out the door, and the guy in the hoodie goes fuck.
I begin
Connors.
running.
Wow.
Any place in
Hoping you
particular?
would
Because
go
faster.
Blackwater says follow me and starts running, and the hoodie guy starts running towards takes off towards the theater.
Do I get harmed, by the way, from being punched?
Yeah,
You
I
get,
said take 1 harm.
Take 1.
Okay.
Take 1 harm from being fucking gut punched.
I'm gonna
Gotcha.
begin following Blackwater at a nice, brisk pace, because I can run fast.
Yep.
So I'm just sort of lightly jogging.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. So you and Blackwater begin to take off. Is this a roll? I guess so. Act under pressure, I guess. No, I think this would be protect somebody also, or protect someone also, because you are specifically your friend has been harmed, and you know the harmer is on the way.
Okay. Also, question for the what could go wrong thing. When does that hold 2 wear off?
Without hitting hold 2, I don't think you've spent the other one, so you just want to take
Well, I can't use it on protect someone is
yeah.
tough, right?
Yeah, it's specifically on like an
I
act
can
under
only use
pressure
it-
roll, I believe.
Correct. I just want to know if like how long that.
I think
hold 2 lasts
I think
for.
you've still got that other hold.
Okay. Works for me. So I'll just try rolling my +0 tough then.
It's actually -1 because of your.
Oh right, because of the blood.
So,
Pretend that's
it's
an
a
8.
So yeah, it says on a 7+ you protect them okay, but you'll suffer some or all the harm they were going to get. So I think as the two of you
Cut
start
out through that a little bit.
okay, it says let me check my bit rate then if that's the case. Just make sure. Yep. Okay. Everything still seems to be not frozen. Good. So on a 7+, you protect them okay, but you'll suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get. So as you start running away, you notice the street is like, I don't want to say suspiciously empty, but there's literally no one around except for the fools that are you and the other weird figures that you know of. You see the girl turn towards you and shout something in a language you don't speak, and a burst of flame comes out of her hand and crashes into you in the back for 2 harm.
Ah!
But you otherwise manage to, you run away. You and Blackwater pulls you and like leads you down an alleyway, and you guys get out of the way. West, what are you going?
Hang on, Steven. Quick question.
Yep.
To flex on this person that just burninated me, can I unquenchable vitality?
Yeah, sure. It is at a -1.
That's probably fine, because I roll. Oh no, it's just roll plus. Cool. Okay, so -1.
That's a 9. What's that do again? On a 7 to 9, heal 1 harm, stabilizer. Yeah, so your clothes are burnt, but your back is slightly less singed.
It's
than it was
red
a second
instead
ago.
of black.
Yeah, so you and Blackwater duck into an alley. We'll snap back to West for a second here.
Like the hat.
So West,
Did Nigel ever make it over?
you've been fucking bodied, and Nigel has made it over to you. Meanwhile, the girl is like, she's taken off. You can see her through the windows. She's running like past the edge of where the building is, and Bernard gets his bearings, and Bernard didn't see this fireball, but you did. As they take off, and Bernard's like, "What the hell is going on around here?" I don't know what accent he has. It's changed several times. It was supposed to be French, but that was like half German. What the hell is going on around here? And he angrily like turns to Kyle and goes, "This is all your fault somehow."
Kyle.
And Kyle like visibly rolls his eyes and goes like, "I told you, Bernard, we have to cancel the show. There's too much bad shit going on." So they're having a little argument as Nigel makes his way over to you and helps you to your feet and he says, "What happened?"
So, first of all, the lights got shut down. There's live wires everywhere.
Ooh.
And Connor sent me a text that Adva got stabbed, and then a girl walked by that was wearing Adva's earrings, so I can assume that's the person that stabbed her. She gut punched me, and now she's out there throwing fireballs, man. None of this shit makes sense.
That's a lot. All right, okay. All right, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to try to like close off the theater? Do you want me to call someone? Do you want me to go after them? I think the only issue still
the monster will have to wait.
Yeah, this seems a little bit more immediate. Yeah. Up to this, he kind of like whispers. He's like, up to this point, the monster hasn't left the theater, so I don't think it's going to. This seems like a more immediate problem.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna try and help them however I can, and if you want to try and just keep people out of the main theater, because that seems to be where all this shit's going down.
Roger. He salutes you, and you see him like Bernard has. I mean, he doesn't give you like a full military salute. He just kind of goes like, "You got it," and you see him like pickpocket the key off of Bernard and then lock the door from the outside and kind of stand in front of it.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you can now give chase if you wish.
I'm gonna fucking book it.
All right.
As fast as West is physically capable.
So not very.
And so
as fast as I would like to preface, as fast as just did 2 big magic things and got gut punched, West is running.
So here's what I'm asking. You said the street is mostly empty, right?
Yep.
As soon as I'm out the door, will Bernard or Kyle notice me doing anything in the street?
Maybe if you do a roll good, they won't.
Maybe.
Is that if you do a good roll good, maybe they'll keep having an argument and they won't notice at all.
Yeah, that's good.
But you see the girl running off towards you just like as you get out the door, just barely see the edge of Connor like ducking down into an alleyway. You see some guy in a white hoodie running towards you, and you see Stephanie running away from you.
I don't know who hoodie guy is, so I'm gonna.
You do not. Those are the things
I'm gonna.
you see.
As soon as I'm out the door, I'm gonna draw my knife.
Okay.
And try to. I mean, I'm not gonna attack this guy yet. I'm just kind of holding it out in front of me defensively, like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay, Stephanie is between you and the
okay. I thought you were saying the white hooded man was toward me. Okay, so in that case, I'm actually just gonna keep running, and I'm gonna throw some juju bag magic at her backside and try to.
Her butt?
Cool.
magic missile her butt.
All right, I don't think there's any
Cast
way.
magical-
I don't think there's any way this isn't kick some ass. So,
I cast magic missile
Kick
to
some
the
ass?
butt.
yeah, kick some ass, bud.
Cool.
But
You're literally trying to explode her ass.
Ah!
It goes poorly. So mark,
Hey,
mark
I take an
experience.
improvement. Hooray.
you mean an
Welcome.
experience?
I just hit 5, yeah.
Oh,
So that's you get your third thing. What's your third thing gonna be?
We'll worry about that in a minute.
So
That's
You
a
already
good
took
session,
2
dude.
moves. You're gonna have to do something that isn't take another move.
I know. I'm aware. We'll deal with that in a minute.
But what are you gonna? Okay.
So you failed pretty badly unless you want to spend luck on this. It's up to you.
How many luck do I have?
7.
I can't
seven,
regain it like that.
7 ever.
Yeah.
Wait, you have luck?
Everyone
I
has
feel
luck.
like-
Josh.
Everyone has luck.
I feel like I'll get another chance to do
We
something
all have
here in a
luck?
minute, so I'm just gonna
Luck
not.
is a one-time thing where you can spend it to.
You can spend it to
make
just
any roll
instantly
a
get a
12.
12 on a roll, yeah. But you only
But
have
if
7
you-
of
How
them
long have we had that?
since the
Since
beginning.
the entire game.
Always.
But you
Oh.
only get 7 of them ever. And if you
Yeah.
use all 7, you are considered doomed. Which is not great.
Oh. Welcome back.
Oh, rip. Yeah, so if you only have 7 luck ever, and if you use all of them, you are considered doomed. I think Adva has an advanced move she can take where she gets 1 back, but that's still only like 8 ever. So yeah, it's a resource you have if something has gone particularly like bad that you need to succeed on, or that you feel you need to succeed on, then you can just go instantly like, I did it. But you can only do
And
it
I
7.
don't feel that way about
Okay.
it. So.
So I'm gonna say what happens is you reach into your juju bag, and the magic, like, you know how it kind of like explodes into like a magic-y dust cloud.
Yeah.
I think you try to throw this, and you feel whatever that same pulling was that happened to you earlier when you tried to do the bar thing. You feel it even worse, and the thing just explodes into smoke in your hand. I don't
Does
think.
it hurt?
I don't think you take any harm from this, but it's definitely
Okay,
like
thank
super
God.
obvious. And the girl that was running away turns around as she hears this and narrows her eyes at you. And then the guy running towards her, who you don't know if she like noticed or not, catches up to her and just like tackles her to the ground.
Just pile
Yes.
drives her. Hits her with a
Hell yeah.
stone
So
cold stunner.
I'm going to say you are now going to take a -1 to any weird rolls until you get some time to fucking chill.
A -1, you said?
-1 forward until you get some time to
Okay.
chill.
Mr. has done a billion magic things.
Listen, dire times.
You're gonna run out of mana.
I don't have that.
So that's what has happened.
You're gonna run out of mana.
Okay.
So
Is
I
it still on me?
I think it cuts back to Connor and unconscious Adva. Sorry for just knocking you out for this whole episode, babe. I didn't think you'd roll so bad. There's a so Blackwater leads you down several like alleyways to a sort of like wider street that leads back onto the main street, and they throw a they like throw a tarp off of something that was sitting there, and it's a motorcycle with a sidecar.
Oh.
Hell yeah. I plop Adva in the sidecar.
All right, are you?
Bruh.
She.
Are you,
Uh,
are you gonna
I-
run that
There's
speed
some
of
real Weekend
motorcycle?
at Bernie's type shit right here.
I'm gonna have to deafen Swissy for a second.
Oh.
I guess I'll just I'll pull Josh in by himself for a second.
Oh.
Goodbye.
All right, so Lizzie's your sister.
Yes.
Boy, Laura / Pacific puts up the visor for a second to like look at you, and he goes like, do you want to come with us, or are you gonna go back?
Well, are you okay if she recovers? Are you okay being alone with her?
I mean, like
Like-
I'm not gonna hurt her.
Well, right. I'm worried about her hurting you. I'll be honest. Perfectly honest.
I don't think
her whole body's a weapon.
that's fair. I don't think it'll be an issue. Come see us. We're going back to. Oh, right, we moved it. Go back to once you and West can get away. Go back to the cabin. we'll meet you there and bring you to where we moved the cabin.
Got it. I do a little salute.
Do you remember?
thing.
Do you remember where that is? It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's vaguely in the woods behind my house. I'll find it. I can always scour.
Sounds good. All right, stay safe. We'll be in touch. You got my number, right?
Yes, I do. You left it on the door.
Radical. Yeah, call me if you need anything.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you later, Laura.
Yep. Thank you, Connor. She closes her visor, and I'll switch us back before I finish that sentence.
I don't know if Blackwater's
okay.
trustworthy or not.
All right,
Sorry.
so yeah, they close their visor and drive away.
Knowing that, so no one's in the street.
Nope.
I
mean, you could take some out. You could take the same like back alleys to get there. You didn't go terribly fast.
No, I'm just saying. I go full super speed.
All right. Are you taking the same path back, or are you taking a direct path back? Because the direct path would take you back out onto some main roads.
I'll take the direct path if no one's around.
All right. I mean, like there are like a couple cars around, like just on the roads.
I see. Well, then I'll use the alleyway.
Yeah.
But
So,
I'm going full fast boy.
All right. So yeah, I don't think I need to make you roll for that because you just went this way. So yeah, you dip all the way back to the and do you slow down as you approach the alley you first like came out of?
No.
All right. So yeah, you burst back out onto the street just in time to see the hoodie man tackle the other girl to the ground. And West exploding in front of you in a puff of dust.
Well, that happened before that. I don't know if he has to see that.
You see the dust begin to dissipate around West as if he has exploded. And you see hoodie guy tackling Stephanie to the ground, and then you see a triangle appear beneath them, and they both are gone.
God damn it!
Fuck.
I'll jog up to West. Yo, West, you good?
No, but what's going on?
Well, our compatriot is safely with Blackwater.
What?
Yeah. Motorcycle helmet, you know.
Is that
That's the nose
okay?
door. Yeah, I mean, Blackwater's never done anything bad to us.
Wes thinks on this and recalls that is true.
I mean, Blackwater did take your journal, as far as you know.
Yeah. I just shake my head
And then stab me.
sigh.
I mean, semantics.
I shake my head and sigh, and I'm like, I
He's
guess
never
we don't
done
have a
anything
choice
bad to
right
me.
I say, I guess we don't have a choice right now.
No, it seems like the quickest solution right now.
And right as you're having this conversation, Kyle storms out of the building as fast as he can with a limp, and goes like, "Hey, what was
Well,
that?"
he's always had a limp.
Yeah. I mean, like he's had a limp the whole time. This is as fast as he was like, "What the hell happened to you?"
Probably lost his.
As you're covered in magic dust.
Trip.
I sneezed.
Roll to manipulate someone.
What is that, Sharp?
It's charm.
It's charm.
Oh, fuck. And -1 forward. Does that apply here?
yeah.
This isn't I don't think this is magical.
Okay.
Oh, it's just lying,
Anything using your magic abilities will do that. So, right, so
Partial success.
on a 7 and 9, they'll do it, but only if you do something right for them right now to show that you mean it.
Right in front of him right now to what?
And only if you should do something for them right now to show that you mean it.
Sneeze again.
I
whisper that.
I still have some of it on my hands, so I'll hold my hand to my mouth and I'll sneeze again, therefore expelling more dust.
Yeah, he goes like, "All right, I managed to get
he's
Bernard."
Got weird allergies.
It's dust from when the beam fell.
You're not here.
I know, but
And unconscious.
don't worry about that part. You don't know. Maybe my consciousness just floats around when I'm asleep. Who knows? I don't.
I do. It doesn't. So yeah,
It doesn't do that.
Unless I take a custom.
So the he goes like, all right, I'm sorry to. It's a weird little magic trick you're doing there. Was it in preparation? It doesn't matter. I got Bernard to agree to at least cancel rehearsal for the rest of the day. Actually, what day is it supposed to be? Friday? I think it's Friday. So,
Friday.
so he says like, I got Bernard to cancel rehearsal for the weekend, but Connor, I think we can tell him.
Tell who? Oh, West. West?
Yeah, I mean he's
Tell
pretty
him West.
germane. Yeah, I'm trying to. I enlisted Connor to try to help me cancel the show, so that.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Oh, good.
Great, 100%.
Still hasn't read his lines.
Excellent. Yeah. So cool. I think the only ones left are Bernard.
Are you sure we can't just like get the building condemned at this point?
I mean, we should
It's
probably.
literally falling to shambles. Could we like call like
OSHA?
or like the county clerk or someone, the inspection board?
I think we could definitely do that. I'm just worried about how I don't want Bernard to like hurt someone or himself, but he's not rational
Fuck
right
Bernard.
now. You hear some vague French noises from the distance. Now, you didn't see him or Nigel leave the building, so you can assume that they're both still in there for the moment. But yeah, Kyle is like, I'll make some calls tonight. I've got some sway with public works and stuff.
Sounds like a good idea.
We've at least got to. Hopefully, nobody will be in here until Monday, though. At least.
Yeah, cool. So we have a whole weekend to rehearse our lines.
I mean, if you're quitting the show, you don't need to rehearse it. I appreciate your dedication.
I said this while looking at Connor, and then I realized what I said, and I just kind of... You know what? You're right. That does make sense.
All right. Well, good luck. And he starts walking off towards the. I think there's like a parking lot on the other side of the street where everybody like parks. You know, like a parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He waits for the crossing signal and then crosses the street to the parking lot to fuck off for the day. So yeah, it's just you two for the mo.
So the imp shut all the lights off and dropped a bunch of live wires everywhere. So that's going on in there right now.
Yeah, I feel like we just condemn the whole building at this point.
Yeah.
We just
still
call
gotta
that
deal
a
with it
day.
at some point.
What if we just took the entire theater and we pushed it somewhere else? Actually, I don't really have time for this right now. I am starving.
Yeah, you're feeling a little. You're feeling better now that you're not around Adva anymore. So that minus can go away.
Yeah, I assume I'm still hungry though.
Yeah.
Just passively. Like, do you want to just like reconvene at my place quick? I can grab some Jorts moons, and then we can take half a sec. I need a new shirt too.
Yeah, the back of your. You notice the back of Connor's shirt is like burned.
Wow.
So yeah, I feel like I just need a hot second, and then
I agree. I have used a lot more magic than I thought a person was capable of, which before this all was none. In short order, so I'm not great either.
right. So let me call up Bernard. Wait, no, that's the guy. Benson. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't say that in character.
Yeah,
I know
no.
who my butler is. The person.
Of course.
I'll call up Benson and see if he can get us back to my place, and then Blackwater said we can meet them back at the cabin in the woods, like that movie.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So yeah, you call Benson. He fast travels you back to your home. I think it's now like we'll say like an hour or two maybe later. And Adva, you begin stirring awake. Things are still a little bit foggy for you. But you see like the inside of a cabin, and as you kind of like sit up in the you're like laying on a cot, or not a cot, well, maybe it's a cot. It's like one of those ones that's like off the ground slightly. It's not a hammock, but it's like, like a camping bed. You're laying on one of those. You've got some like blankets on you. You notice your arm has been bandaged. And as you wake up, you notice you're in the cabin alone. And you notice that there's some things like shuffled around, but this is the cabin that you were in a couple days ago that you discovered was Blackwater's base of operations.
Do I immediately notice that, or am I more concerned with
I think these are the things you notice immediately. And as you walk into the room, or as you kind of like sit up and are taking in your surroundings, I'm actually going to pull you into another room real quick.
Oh, whoa.
Hell yeah.
Nope, that was Josh. Hold up. There we go. So you notice the front door opens, and you see a girl walk in. She's about a little less than your height, I think. She's got like pink eyes, which is weird. Messy brown hair, a little bit matted. And you see a motorcycle helmet like on the counter, or like on the table that's right next to the door. And she's carrying like a huge thing of water. And she says, "Oh, you're awake. How are you feeling? It looks like it was some kind of like poison or something."
Probably. It put me to sleep pretty fast.
Yeah, are you okay? Any like lasting effects?
I try to do like, I guess if I haven't set up, I've sat up and I tried to do like a full arm motion, like basically a warm up with the stabbed arm to see if I find it painful or anything.
Yeah, it hurts a little bit, but it's been like bandaged such that it's no longer like actively bleeding. So yeah,
it hurts a bit, but I think that's just how stabs go.
Yeah, that we were watching her for a bit, but we didn't think she would act so soon. I'm Blackwater. You probably figured that out. Yeah, I'm also a couple other things that we're gonna have to resolve here in a little bit. Your friends should be on their way. Connor and West. Connor went back to help out West with whatever was going on there. I haven't heard from them yet, but I'm also roll me a plus sharp.
Oh. Okay.
Just for funsies.
Sharp head.
We'll see if this is a conclusion you reach on your own. Nope. So you don't take experience for that one just because it wasn't an actual like roll.
It wasn't a fail. Also.
No, 7 to 9 is a.
Oh, is it 7 to 9?
7 to 9 is a mixed success. But yeah, don't take a point for that just because it wasn't an actual like important roll. I just wanted to see if this was something your character figured out before she told you. So she says, "I'm also West is my brother." That's kind of weird. Hi. My real name is Pacific. I've got some stuff going on, but yeah, I haven't told him yet. I'm sort of just gonna do that when he gets here, I think. But yeah, I've kind of been in town for a bit. Before you guys started doing stuff, I was sort of taking care of the monsters and stuff here. Yeah, you're sure everything's okay? Do you need a drink?
I won't say no to a drink.
Cool. She like motions towards the bucket in her hands. I've got like only water, so.
That's fine.
All right, yeah. She gets a like cup out of a small like cupboard and fills it up and hands it to you.
Cool. I chug the water.
All right. Yeah, it's nice and cool. It's refreshing. Some sort of like spring water, you think maybe? There might be a like natural stream around here or something that she gets it from.
Probably.
And yeah, you notice that like this cabin is like pretty lived in. Like this is a you know,
A lived in cabin.
She lives here as far as you can tell. It's like I don't have much in the way of snacks. I sort of hunt for the most part. But yeah, are you okay to just kind of hang out until they get here?
I'm good.
All right. I'll keep watch outside. You just take it easy, all right? I need to wait for Paul to get back anyway. He'll be bringing them. You know that were you here? Were you here the other night when Connor was here? Yeah, the big guy. That was him. That's Paul. Yeah, they should be back soon, I think. So I'll keep watch outside. I'll holler if anything goes wrong. Just take it easy for a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right. See you in a bit. And she smiles warmly to you and closes the door behind her. You're just gonna go like back to nap, or?
I think I'm gonna try to just like sit up and try to gather my thoughts and take in the room more.
Okay.
Get my surroundings, I guess, is what I'm going for.
Okay. Yeah, you're just gonna like chill for a bit and kind of familiarize yourself with what's in here. Like you noticed the other day, there's like a lot of weapons in here, which as she like told you that she's been kind of like monster hunting for a bit, you're like, yeah, that tracks. That big like gnarly, no, you never actually saw that. Connor did, but there's like a bunch of like blades and a couple of guns just on the walls around here. There's a large collection of comic books stacked in one corner. There's like she's got a radio. It's turned off, but it's like a portable radio, battery powered. It's not like, it's not the most modern of amenities in here, but it's nice. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna cut back to the other two now.
Okay.
Cool. The other two now.
Hello.
All right, so yeah,
Hey.
you guys have fast traveled back to Connor's house. I don't know if there's anything in particular you wanted to do there.
Was that you cut
I
out?
want to just take a minute and sit.
I need to go get a new shirt. Who's home?
Just Benson. Lizzie's still like at school. You think probably. It's
Right,
like
right,
it's
okay,
afternoon.
cool.
She might be on her way home, but
I don't have to explain the scorched back then. I can just sort of.
you just sort of deal
Does
with
Benson ask anything about it?
that. No, Benson doesn't.
Benson.
Benson knows
Oh,
better
yeah,
than to
it's
ask
Benson.
questions he doesn't want the answer to.
Fair.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna
yeah, I
I'm gonna
just
go
took a meeting.
I'm gonna go to my closet and get another shirt.
Cool. Is it the exact same shirt?
Yes, I opened my closet to reveal at least 7 days worth of the same outfit.
Excellent. I mean,
There are
that,
other shirts in there. I just don't use them.
right. Like your fancy boy suit that you wore when you nearly died off a thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing I wasn't wearing that, because if that had gotten scorched,
Ooh boy.
it would be hell to pay. I also restock on Jorts Moons. I immediately like chug one.
Yep. And
So
yeah,
I wanna.
your hunger has subsided somewhat. Oh shit. Malagai just realized that he hasn't cheered this month and gave us 1 bit. Thank you, Malagai.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Mala guy.
Nice. While I'm sitting there recuperating, I kind of want to try, because I think I mentioned once that Wes was hitting the books trying to learn some healing shit, so he's not falling behind from everybody.
Yep.
Being able to self heal.
Do you want to try to do
I'm
that?
gonna
Not falling
try and-
behind everyone. The guy who can
So,
do literally
since
anything
it's-
because it's magic.
Yeah. Since it's not physical wounds or anything, he's gonna like try and focus and try to stabilize whatever
Sure.
magic shit's going wonky in himself.
Sure. Now you are still going to take the -1 to this, just so you know.
I know, and it's weird, right?
Yep.
All right. God damn it.
No, you make it worse, dog. You try to
Oh,
focus,
no.
and then you feel absolutely exhausted.
God damn it.
So I'm just gonna say that until you have a long rest, you're not gonna be doing any magic for a hot second.
Damn.
So yeah, that's what happens to you. And you also
God
feel
damn
like
it.
you just ran a fucking marathon.
I can never do anything right.
I mean, didn't mark experience.
I did.
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay.
Mark
Yep.
experience so you can retire. Get out of here. Come back as East Wordsworth.
No,
Or
man.
Weast, his football player brother.
Hell yeah.
He's the linebacker for the Sheboygan Bootlickers.
Yeah, so that has happened. Connor, you come back downstairs west. I guess you were just chilling in the living room or something.
Was that a question?
Yes, I don't know where
Oh.
West went unless he followed you back. I mean, I guess West has his
I
own
just
temporary. West has his own temporary room, I suppose.
I didn't go all the way through, going to my bedroom and everything. I just stayed out in like the main area and sat down.
Man, he's been here a couple days. He already says my bedroom.
Literally one day.
he's just gonna be living here. My folks are gonna
experiment.
come back and they're gonna be like, "Hey, what's going on?" I'll be like, "I guess my friend lives here now." So
Hi, Mom and Dad, Wes says to the vampires walking in the door.
don't worry, he's cool.
So when Connor comes down, does he notice that I just look worse now?
Yeah,
Should I
West.
roll sharp for it?
Sure.
I just want to see if I'm observant.
Yeah, I mean that's what I did. That's what I did for Adva a minute ago too. I'm like, if you fail, don't take experience. But yeah, West looks kind of rough.
Hey, are you good?
I kind of used a lot of magic, and then I just now tried to use magic to heal myself.
To
So
fix your magic problem?
yeah, listen, it sounded
yeah.
good on paper. It didn't work.
Huh?
I feel worse, in fact.
Do you need something in particular, or do you just need to like sleep?
Is there time for sleep? Because I feel
Well,
like there's not.
No, I mean, I meant like, should we just make sure that you stay, like, out of combat?
I think I'll just
in-
have to
for the
hold off on magic. I can still
Yeah.
fight, but I'll have to hold off on the magic.
Yeah, you
stuff.
can go stab someone with your knife.
Brain
Speaking of
empty,
stabbed,
no thoughts.
let's go into the woods.
Yeah, let's.
I'll go get my backpack.
Cool.
I
I'm
go
gonna
grab a backpack from a closet.
Grab my flashlight.
My backpack already has a flashlight in it.
Cool. I'm gonna grab
So
one
I,
anyway.
so I grabbed the backpack.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
mean,
woods
it,
adventure,
Actually, I'll just
man.
say the flashlight's in the bag. I'm always carrying anyway, so.
I mean, it's like mid-afternoon. You probably don't need a flashlight at this exact minute. Now
That's
that being
okay.
said,
Yeah,
I
but
do
we have-
I do remember saying that it's like an hour's walk into the woods, so it might be starting to get into late afternoon by the time you arrive at what at one
Right.
point was the site of a cabin. And as you
Yeah.
approach it, the ground is disturbed there, as if somebody, like as if there were a cabin here, and then there isn't one. And as you sort of roll up, and you're like, there used to be a cabin here for sure. You hear something shifting off to the left, and you see the shape of an enormous man. I don't remember what height I said. I want to say like 30 feet tall or something.
Yeah, you did.
Stand up.
Big boy.
Yeah, you see a 30-foot man stand and go, "Are you Connor and West?"
Hi. Yeah, I'm Connor, and this is
Yeah.
West, like the direction.
Like the direction. Yeah, that's what I said when she told me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You're friends with Blackwater, right?
yeah, it's my name's Paul.
Hi, Paul.
I've sort of been around here for a minute. I'm quite they don't really like me back in town so much. I don't really fit in. It's a joke about how big I am. Yeah,
yeah, that's great. Hey.
this guy is dressed,
Where we
and
going?
this guy is wearing like a big old flannel
Flannel?
shirt and like a and a
Yeah.
giant pair of overalls.
I love him.
Wait a minute.
I
Wait a
would
goddamn
die for
minute.
Mr. Paul here.
Wait a goddamn
How
minute.
did you not put that together when he was 30?
Wait a goddamn minute. Is this
It took-
tall motherfucking
It
bucket?
took you to the flannel shirt to figure it out. Are you slow?
Are you fucking kidding
How
me?
many 30-foot tall Pauls do you know?
I know
Are
RuPaul.
you goddamn kidding me?
Yeah, it's Paul motherfucking Bunyan, dude.
This is the Paul Bunyan.
Is
The
this
same
in?
Paul Bunyan who
Now,
with
is
his
this-
ox carved the Grand Canyon.
Now,
Yeah.
if you say this in character, please do.
He's a Midwest legend.
I do
Yeah.
say, wait a goddamn minute. Are you Paul Bunyan in character?
Yep, that's me. Although
Well, I figured that was
stories of my exploits have been somewhat exaggerated, but yeah, I'm Paul Bunyan.
I thought that was obvious, West. I mean, you don't gotta make a whole big deal about it.
Ah!
You'll have to forgive him, Paul. He's not from around here originally. He doesn't know about the whole, I
Yeah, I
gesture
hear that.
vaguely as though that explains anything.
I didn't. figure
No,
it
I
out
get
either.
no, I get it. Get it out of your system. 30-foot tall man of legend is a little weird.
Literally, is everything like what? Whatever.
Mhm.
What
Now,
does it
I
mean
always
by
liked the
Christopher?
legend where it was about people making pancakes for you, and they had to skate around a big pan with bacon tied to their shoes. That was great. I don't know if that really happened or not, but I like to imagine it did.
The people tend to make up sorts of things. That'd be really cool if somebody did that for me, but no, I don't think I don't recall that. Anyway, so yeah, the
yeah.
cabin, I kind of moved it after you found it the first time, so I can just take you there if you want.
Sure.
Cool.
Sure.
Do you want to ride on my shoulders or just kind of walk?
I absolutely do.
I'm
Right.
tired of
Wes.
walking. Go for it. I don't care.
Wes, we're hitching a ride with Paul Bunyan. Isn't this great?
Yeah.
This is by far the craziest, and I've seen some crazy things these past few weeks, but this is by far the craziest thing I could have learned about this world.
Yeah, so Paul Bunyan scoops you up gently in his big, surprisingly soft hands, and
Moisturized.
sets one of you up on each shoulder, and starts a walking. And you are above the tree line as you go. And after a couple minutes, he goes like, "Well, you've made it." And you can see a little clearing in the area, and outside of that, or inside of that clearing, is the cabin, seen from above. And he kind of like leans back down to the ground to like let you guys hop off. Good job, you've done it. Appreciate the voice work. He's like, well, I would invite you in, but I can't really go in myself. So,
Yeah, little small
in
comparison.
not a lot of buildings that can fit me. I would say I would
No,
go
I
so
know.
far as to say none.
Yeah, basically none, really.
Yeah,
I feel
so
like
it's
those
a-
really tall floors.
at least 40
So where
feet.
do you go to the bathroom?
Wherever he wants.
You don't want to know.
All right, yeah, you're right. All right, thanks, Paul Bunyan.
Are you only going to refer to him as Paul Bunyan from now on?
Well, that's his name.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna punch.
sheer
I'm gonna
disbelief.
punch West in the arm.
No,
and, like,
please, I'm already
I'm-
so hurt.
I'm gonna no, not just normal, like a normal, like not lethal or whatever, not harming. And I'm
Not-
gonna pull him closer, and I'm gonna be like, "Did you just meet Paul Bunyan and ask him where he shits?" West, I need you to be just a little bit cool, okay? It's a big
West
All my
deal.
rolls.
coolness turns into sharpness, so I can only ask intuitive questions. I'm sorry.
Look, how intuitive is it to ask someone where how they shit?
I was
That is
curious.
private.
Okay.
That is private, West.
Okay.
I let go of his collar. That
So,
I was
Adva,
grabbing.
you hear some arguing from outside. That sounds a lot like your friends. And also, you did hear the approach of a 30-foot man. All right.
Okay,
Do anything
so
with that
Adva's
information?
not doing anything. I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna head toward the cabin.
All right.
I
Doors
head
on.
toward the cabin.
Doors unlocked. You
I
make
head
inside the
into
cab.
cabin.
Yep, you're in there.
To flex, head into the cabin before West can get there.
Yeah,
Sweet.
as you all
I-
make it inside, Adva's in the cot in the bed there, with a blanket. There's no one else inside at the moment, but it looks pretty much exactly like you remember it, minus the detail that there is a motorcycle helmet on the table next to the door. I mean, actually, I think it was there last time too. It's just a different one this time.
No, I took it last time.
Yeah.
So it's not the same one.
Why did you take it?
I took it. I said I took it. Why did you
No.
not ask why I took it back then?
I don't remember.
You did take
Well, then
it back
fuck
then.
off.
I do remember
No.
that. That's why I'm like, yeah, she had a second one. Just grab the fucking another one. Yep.
Okay,
So yeah,
so
you see
we're
you see Adva unharmed, chilling on the bed. I mean, kind of harmed, chilling on the bed.
Post-harmed, but pre-healed.
Yep.
Are you hey Adva?
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, what's happening? How was getting stabbed? Did the blonde lady stab you?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Reasons.
Okay. Second question. She also had triangles go swoosh and gone. So I just shrug and what's up with that?
Triangle's a regular magical focus.
Uh-huh.
Is that a lie? Are you lying? I don't know.
No.
I guess you're lying to Connor, so it doesn't count.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wes didn't ask, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay. Cause that just seems, you know,
Have
really
you never
specific.
watched a movie before? Pentagram
I've
is
never
just
seen. He doesn't use a triangle.
pentagram
I'm
is just
saying
two
this
triangles.
person knew you and has the same magic powers as you, and also that cloaked guy. There's a cloaked guy. You are unconscious.
Oh,
He like tackled her to try to protect you, apparently. So I just feel like there's something happening here.
pentagram is just two triangles.
No.
All right.
No, that's not true.
That's not how that works.
It's a star shape. I know. I carved one onto the desk. You never. You're gonna want to explain that at some point, West.
What?
Carved a pentagram into your desk at school.
Did this happen in character? What?
Yeah. Yeah, this happened
Yeah,
when you did the
for the
fucking
blink-
Pringles blood
I
magic. He
blink-
carved a
when I
pentagram
did
into your
blood
desk and then
divination?
you left.
Okay, I thought you were saying my school desk, like in a classroom, and I was like,
No,
what the
no,
fuck?
that's
Colleges
your-
don't have school desks.
Yeah, I didn't.
Some
That's
of
why I
them.
was confused. Okay.
Yeah, and then you haven't been home
I
in
will
several
never have to
days.
explain that. It's fine. It's totally punk rock, and Rad's all about that. So
Is he punk rock? He kind of gave me more like a
Surf
Red Hot Chili
rock.
Peppers vibe.
Surf rock, I think. Or I guess skateboarding is skater punk is a thing.
So Blackwater's cool, I guess.
Yeah, it's fine. Why did you not trust him? Because that time I got stabbed.
Among other things, yes.
I'll have you know that I get injured a lot. Speaking of, has enough time passed that I can unquenchable vitality again?
Yeah, sure, go for it. It's been a hot second.
It's been at least an hour.
Wow, I
I'm
just
more
realized
referring
this
to
roll
the
was
time that
impossible
you
to fail
had,
for you.
so.
Not impossible.
Why'd you have this +2 from?
The +2 is my cool.
Oh.
It says roll plus cool. So I could get.
Oh, you rolled
there are
a.
many
You could
failures.
still roll a 2. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I could roll a 2 or a 3 or a 4. 5 and up is a success though.
Yeah, I mean, you still, you heal 1 harm.
I am now full health.
Hooray.
Ah, I stretched my back. Alright, so you're just not gonna tell us about why you got stabbed? Is that just a secret? Because I'm cool with that. I was just curious.
I'm personally not, because I feel like if the three of us are going to be doing things together, this whole secret business kind of has to. At some point, it's going to have to stop.
What secrets are you talking about? I don't have any secrets.
That's a lie.
Wes squints and knows you're lying.
That's a lie. I don't know if you needed me for that one, but.
Wes squints and just sighs. Well, whatever it may be, I mean, there's a lot of problems going on right now. And this is probably one of them. So whatever we can know, whatever you're willing to tell us, might help us help you.
Yeah, like, are we gonna get attacked if we hang out with you? Do we? Because, like, I mean, we'll help.
There's
We'll
a
help protect you.
non-zero chance.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie, what?
I accidentally drew a square on the Maplebrook thing.
Oh no. Whatever will I do?
Non-zero chance is not reassuring.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you want?
So, you can't tell us who they were.
I can
Who
tell
they
you
were
they're a
with.
cult.
Okay. Okay, so now
Oops.
we're getting somewhere.
Oops.
So what can you tell us?
There we go.
On account of being magically drained, West, and having just met Paul Bunyan, the Paul Bunyan, West seems just pretty much done with everybody's shit right now.
Cool. That's fine with me. Babe, do you want to ask me questions about this? Is that what you're waiting on?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a good way to say it.
Okay. Because I know we haven't completely fleshed out like what the menagerie is or what it wants. I mean, at least not with you. I know those things, but
see, I don't know.
I mean, you're pretty positive at this point that they want you, but you're not sure exactly why.
Well, I kind of know why. So, I was in a cult for a while.
Okay.
Okay.
I left, and they don't seem to be happy about it.
Well, that explains that pretty sufficiently.
Is it some sort of triangle cult?
Yeah, I guess you could call it that.
How intent are they on coming after you? Fairly, it seems.
They stabbed me.
Yeah. So are you good now? You were unconscious from it. Was it poisoned or something?
It made me fall asleep.
Yeah. I guess that's good that that's all it did. I mean, other than the method of... Hey, excuse me?
I don't know if there's anything else, but...
Second poisoning.
Oh my god. Poison 2. Stronger than poison.
Double poison.
Poison so good, why isn't there a poison 2?
So was there anything Blackwater told you before we got here?
She gave me water. It was not black, it was like spring water. It was good though. 10 out of 10.
Tip shows up out of nowhere. Begins talking about water.
A lot of my characters are water-based, because I also happen to like water a whole lot.
Hydration, bitch. And
I'm on a swimming team.
Yeah, and like as Adva is saying that, you hear a voice from behind you from the open door. Well, you hear first go, "Oh, you're back," and then you hear another voice go, "Hi, Paul. Are they here?" And Paul goes, "Yup, they just went inside a couple minutes ago." And from behind you, you see a girl approaching the cabin with a fucking like big fuck off sized scythe in her hands. Just kind of, she was out patrolling, I guess.
Damn.
And she approaches the cabin, and Wes, you about have a fucking heart attack. Because this is a person you recognize. As you see your sister approaching the cabin. And she goes, "Hey. Nice to see you again, I guess." And
I begin freaking out. I tackle Wes.
This happens before Wes turns around and sees anything.
Yeah. All right, sure. I was about to say, and then we'll pick up next time. I've basically been glaring at the clock for the last 10 minutes or so, like, come on, I need to do a dramatic reveal here. Yeah, so I guess we'll pick up from fucking Connor about to tackle Wes next time. Because this seems like a good dramatic stopping point.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
like, I expected you to figure it out at some point.
She was one of two guesses, that's for sure.
Yeah, so, yep. That has been revealed to you, and thanks for watching, everybody. I was excited about two things this episode. I wasn't sure which ones we were going to get to. I was really hoping we'd get to Paul Bunyan. And,
I love Paul.
More like Paul
I can't
Funyan.
believe this was all
For
an
Paul.
elaborate ruse to blow West's mind.
it's fucking everything. Oh, God. It's real wild. So, yeah, thanks for watching. We'll, catch you tomorrow for, what's it called? Dragon Quest. And yeah, have a good night, everybody. I'll remember to put the episodes up this time. Lates.